The 12th of February 2025. The Eddy Foundation of Baluchistan received a dead body, which was so badly burned that it was impossible to identify it. The Eddy Foundation keeps the body for a few days in the hope that someone might take it to his heir, but no one comes, so they bury the body. Little did Eddy workers know that the body they buried was brutally murdered. Whose name is Mustafa Amir, whose murder case will spread all over Pakistan. It will expose drug traffickers across the country and will shake the system of that country. Whatever happened to Mustafa was very painful. The fact is that Mustafa used to work as a drug dealer in Pakistan. He was running a huge network and used to order these drugs from the US state of California. Mustafa did not do this alone. He was part of a large drug smuggling gang in Pakistan. The front man of this gang, whose name is Yahya Shah, he used to order these drugs from California. And in Karachi, he used to give it to a person named Bozal, who used to give it to some people. One of them was Mustafa Amir, another person is Sahir Hassan. He is son of famous Pakistani actor Sahir Hassan. The operatives of this gang mostly belonged to elite class families. Mustafa used to supply drugs in defense area of Karachi, and with time his buyers increased. Armaghan was also among those buyers. He also lived in Karachi and was 23 years old. Armaghan had been working in an illegal call center in Karachi, through which he used to carry out many illegal activities. Like Mustafa, he was also a criminal. Armaghan was very strong financially and had many guards with him to protect him. Armaghan used to have a night party at his house once a month, in which drugs were used heavily, and the girls working with Armaghan also attended this party. Armaghan and Mustafa were not only related to drug dealing, they were also very good friends. Some of Armaghan's friends who work at the call center say that Armaghan was often disturbed by the call center and often fought with the people working there. Once Armaghan even beat one of his workers with a pipe. Armaghan was in a relationship with a girl who was the niece of a stock trader. This girl did not work with Armaghan, but she always attended parties. This girl was also in a relationship with Mustafa. The night between December 31st, 2024 and January 1st, 2025 means New Year's night. This is the time in which this case takes two sides, in which Armaghan's father and some people present in Armaghan's party said that Mustafa was also present in the party, and there was a fight with Armaghan about the same girl, who was in a relationship with them, whose name was Natasha. But Mustafa's family members say that Mustafa was not present in that party. Mustafa had an apartment in Layari, an area of Karachi.
उस पार्टी पे नहीं था। मुस्तफ़ा अपनी एक क्लास फेलो सारे बच्चों ने एक गेट टुगेदर रख के एक उसका रूफटॉप पे अपार्टमेंट है वो वहाँ पे था जहाँ से मेरे पास फायर।
If the people present at Armaghan's night party are telling the truth and if they had a true fight, then exactly 5 days later, why did he goes to Armaghan's house to do as they usually met? There are many strange and interesting things in this story. As you must know, on January 6th, 2025, Mustafa sends a voice message to his friend, saying that he is going to Armaghan's house on some errand.
मैं थोड़ी देर अरमगान के घर जा रहा हूँ वही काले के तो एक काम करो ना आप जिम से फ्री हो जाओ एक ही बार फिर मेरे पास आ जाओ ना या शावर वावर लेकर आ जाओ जैसे भी.
By listening the voice of him, it is felt that there is no resentment between Armaghan and Mustafa. But this was Mustafa's misunderstanding. Before leaving the house, Armaghan asks Mustafa about the drugs he was about to take, to which Mustafa sends Armaghan a banana emoji. Seeing this, Armaghan gets angry and thinks that Mustafa is teasing him by taking a particular part of his body. Armaghan, who was addicted to drugs, was also drunk that day. That banana emoji was actually a code word for a hillbell drug. But what did Mustafa know that this emoji will become the cause of his death? He reaches Armaghan's house, where they both sit, and use the drug that Mustafa brought. Then suddenly Armaghan locks the house, and he starts looking at Mustafa with anger and takes out a coin from his pocket and tells Mustafa that if the moon comes, I will let you go. If 5 comes, I will kill you. Armaghan throws the coin and the moon comes. But Armaghan turns away and flips the coin again. This time, 5 comes.
और टॉस हार गया तो नहीं जलाऊंगा और जीत गया तो जला दूंगा, उसने ये कहा। और उसके बाद मुबैना तौर पर उसने टॉस किया और पेट्रोल डालकर आग लगा।
He takes out an iron pipe from a cupboard and starts hitting Mustafa with it. Mustafa resists a little but falls unconscious due to his injuries. He puts Mustafa in his car and takes him to Baluchistan.
मैं नशे में था और वो एक नशे वाला आदमी बलूचिस्तान चला जाता है। हब के बाद सिग्नल्स नहीं आते हैं, बट वो इतना उस एक लोकेशन से वाकिफ है।
When Armaghan was taking Mustafa in the car, he was not alone. A boy named Shiraz was also with him, who was a friend of both of them. And he was with Armaghan in all this matter and goes to Baluchistan with Armaghan in the car. When Mustafa does not come home even after a whole day, his mother goes to the police station to file a complaint. The police officer does not cooperate with her, on which his mother expresses a little anger. In response, the police officer shows her an FIR that was already filed against Mustafa for drug dealing. Mustafa's mother raises her voice for her son on social media and runs a campaign. She calls justice for Mustafa.
Justice for Mustafa is my aim of life.
Armaghan, on the other hand, brutally burns Mustafa. Armaghan and Mustafa return to Karachi in local transport. Armaghan's words, "If you win the toss, you will not burned. If you lose, you will burned." Audience, you must have felt that both of them would have a little regret in their hearts, because they both killed one of their close friend. Mustafa, father asks Armaghan about Mustafa, to which he expresses ignorance. But Mustafa's father suspects on Armaghan, so he files a police report. Armaghan's father comes to know about this, whose name is Kamran Qureshi. Kamran Qureshi is a very powerful person, and he has connections in many government institutions, due to which he suppresses the case. But due to the intense pressure of social media, the police takes action after about 10 days. The case goes to the CIA. Police and CIA together raid Armaghan's house, on which Armaghan resists from the front and uses weapons. There is a long fight between the police and Armaghan. Finally, Armaghan gives up and surrenders. A few police persons are seriously injured during the police encounter. After the arrest, the police produce Armaghan in the court. Kamran Qureshi, who is Armaghan's father, is also present there. After the hearing of the case, Armaghan's father meets the judge in a private room and offers money, to which the judge is sold, on which the judge calls off the case in the next hearing. This is the first time in the history of Pakistan that the shooter and a murderer are acquitted. This shows how powerful Kamran Qureshi was. As soon as the news of this case reaches the Sindh High Court, it suspends this drunken judge. Police takes further action and raids the call center and arrests to more people from there. One of them is named Zohaib. With Zohaib help, it is revealed that Shiraz was also with Armaghan at the time of Mustafa's murder. Shiraz confesses in one of his statements and tells everything about Armaghan and how Mustafa was killed. The second man who was arrested from the call center is Sahir Hassan. Sahir is also involved in this drug trade. The case is still going on. Many faces are yet to be exposed. Armaghan has not been convicted yet. It is hoped that whoever is involved in this matter will be arrested and punished severely. Some of the name of Mustafa group have already been revealed, and more are expected to be revealed.